terribly concerned for our democracy, for our children, for our grandchildren. So thank you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for talking to us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah.
Do you want to stay with your tripod? It's probably fine.
Please ignore her.
Yes. He's very well.
She just came out of the hospital. She has no idea.
Well, you guys enjoying it? Good to be out here. It's good to be out here, huh? Despite all the rain and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to show solidarity.
Yeah.
People need to see that other people feel the same way. And so appearing publicly and showing your support shows where you stand. Sometimes you get the impression that because there isn't enough blowback, that the people don't really care. That's not the truth. They care.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
for being here.
Of course. We're waiting for us. Appreciate it. A lot of signs out here. You brought the American flag. Why are you holding this today?
What was the question?
There's a lot of signage out here. You're holding the American flag. Why'd you bring this today?
I just feel like the Republicans have taken the flag and turned it upside down and made it into something that's really not. So, I want to live in a country that's run by rules, by the rule of law, and not by somebody who thinks he's a king. And that's why we're here.
When you heard that this event was going on, what brought you down here? What made you come out here despite all the rain?
Well, me and my girlfriend try to come to whatever we can to try to do what we can to make sure that America in the future is the kind of America that we grew up in and not a place that's, turning into a fascist country.
Describe to me how you've been feeling over the last couple of months as President Trump has taken office, and how are you feeling today standing here with all these people?
I'm still really concerned, and I feel like, we need more people to come out and say something, and hopefully people will come out and be, safe, and people on both sides can try to discuss this without, getting into fights and people driving cars into other people and killing them, which is what seems to happen at a lot of times where you've got people on both sides of the same place. So I'm kind of glad it's just us here. I feel like we're safe. But my hope is that, maybe some people who are out here who have been pro-Trump will see that a lot of people think that this is a big problem for all of us, and maybe we can change a couple people's minds.
What's your name, by the way? Can you say and spell it for me?
Stephen Egar, E-G-A-R.
Thank you so much, Stephen. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Is it Stephen with the P or a V?
Does it matter?
I don't want to spell your name wrong.
If it's a PH, I'm a Republican.
Oh.
If it's a V.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Oh, we were live? Are we still live?
Oh, we're still live. Hey, we're live out here right now. You can see just how many people are behind me. A lot of people lined up here today. That noise that you're hearing, those are honks from different cars driving by in support of what we see. Lots of different signs here. This one right here, stand up for the USA, say no to tyranny. You can see over here an umbrella, people staying dry out here despite everything. No kings written all over it. We can also see here a lot of American flags out here with a lot of different messages. We are in Pepper Pike right now, right across the street from Landerwood in this roundabout here, people just driving this circle round and round, honking their horns in support. I don't know if you were just listening, but we were just talking to some people explaining why they're here today. They said they don't like the way that America is looking right now, and they're hoping that if they stand together that they will be able to make a difference. I just want to show you just how many people are out here today. You can just see the vast numbers of people, everyone carrying signs, everyone standing together. really, it's not loud out here today. There aren't people yelling. There aren't chants going on at this time. All we're really hearing at this moment are those horns honking, people driving by in support. We've seen lots of cars drive by holding signs out of the cars also in support. When that happens, we are hearing people cheer in excitement. Most everyone here has a sign that they are sharing. People really just expressing themselves. Dignity, not deportation. We've seen this sign quite a bit as well. Protect people, not power. You can see that everyone just really standing here together as one. We haven't seen any major events happening here. Everything has been incredibly peaceful. People really excited, welcoming other people into the area to find a space around this circle. I'm gonna go ahead and just let you guys take a look at what we're seeing here. Why are you out here today?
We're here, tell them when.
What are you doing out here today?
We're protesting what's happening in our government and in our country.
It's scary.
Why is it important? Why is it important that you guys are standing here today?
Free
Taking
speech.
part in a nationwide movement to stop this madness.
What does it feel like seeing all of these people here?
Good. It's good that people are coming out and showing their displeasure with what's going on with the government.
Thank you guys for your time. Thank you. We're just continuing to walk through. We'll talk to some people. We want to just show you the vast number of people who are here in Pepper Pike.
We came from all over the country.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Florida, and Vermont.
You guys came for this event, or what are you doing here today?
Well, we were going to go to the event no matter where we were, but no, we came up for a 90th birthday, but we wanted to make sure that we came out in support of the people.
And tell me a little bit about what's your thoughts. What do you think in seeing all this out here today?
It's good to see people here, especially with the weather today. I mean, the more, the better. Everybody has to speak up and stand up for democracy because we're losing it very quickly.
Obviously, you're here for a different reason. You're here in Ohio. Why was it important that you found an event here to attend for No Kings?
Again, it's important to, I mean, he's throwing away money. He's getting rid of rights. He doesn't care about our freedoms at all. So, I mean, we need everybody to come out and support and say that they won't put up with what's going on. We are not a monarchy.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
We're right across the street from Landerwood right now here near East Pinewood in this roundabout area here in Pepper Pike following the No Kings protest. If you're just joining us now, we wanted to show you just how many people have come out here, just how many people are showing their support. As of right now, things have remained very calm in this area. The only big sounds we're hearing at this time are people driving by with their horns honking, giving support. We mentioned this a little bit earlier, but we've also seen a lot of cars driving by. Though they're not part of the protest today, they're holding signs outside of their windows. And of course, you hear the horn honking as well. Lots of different signs out here. A lot of American flags being shown. You can see this one right here, We the People Resist. You can see here, free speech, free country, just all different kinds of signs. Police of Pepper Pike are in this area as well. They've been monitoring, making sure that people are parking in the correct places, making sure that everything is calm. I wanted to show you here, they've really sectioned off an area for today's protest so that people know where they can stand, where they're allowed to be. Everything's really organized. We told you yesterday, I don't know if you were able to see the story that I did yesterday, we told you that there was a lot of organization that went into putting on today's event to make sure not only that the point gets across, that the word gets across, that the mission gets across, but also safety being a top priority. You would think that maybe there would be less people here because of the rain, but everyone we spoke to said that's not what's happening here today. I just spoke to a woman a few minutes ago. She said she'd be out here if there was a tornado going on. The rain wasn't going to stop her from being out here today. It starts to get really packed in this area as we head down Pinewood here. You can see just how many people. We are hearing some sirens in the area. I don't think that is related to this event at all, but if you're hearing that, just giving you a heads up what that is. A lot of these signs say no kings. Today's event, the counter to what is happening today in Washington, D.C., President Trump for his birthday holding a military parade there. Now, there are no major events or protests happening in Washington, D.C. today because they're happening all over the rest of the country. That was done. That was part of the plan of putting all of this together. I wanted to read some more signs to you that I'm seeing. As I mentioned, a lot of no kings, we the people, seeing ideas are not illegal. A lot of signs talking about science, trans rights are human rights signs, hearts, flags, everything you can imagine. And we have seen quite a few people holding the American flag. I spoke to someone earlier about why they were holding the American flag. They said because they felt like their country was not honoring the American flag like it should be, like they remember as they were children. Let's go ahead and see if we can find some people to talk to here, just a little bit about what they're doing here today. What are you doing here today?
I'm here because I think our rights are being taken away from us. I think it's terrible.
Tell me a little bit about why you still came out because of there was rain, there's a lot of reasons to not come out today, but you're still here.
I'm just concerned. I'm concerned about Medicare and Medicaid, and, marginalized citizens are, really going to suffer, I think, and it's already started.
What do you think about the crowd here? Was this more than you expected, what you're thinking?
I'm thrilled that they're doing it in the suburbs. I would have liked to have gone downtown to the Stamp, but I have to work in an hour, so I came here because it's local, and I work right up the street from here. So, and I'm thrilled that there are so many all over the city.
News 5 is live streaming this right now. We'll be live streaming throughout the day. If someone was sitting at home watching this go on, can you explain the energy, the feeling that is happening around you?
It is so positive. It is so happy. Nobody's saying anything negative. It's just really good vibes, really, really good energy.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for being here.
Enjoy yourself. We're going to continue to walk around here as people are still holding their signs. I'm going to give you a second just to take a look at just how many people are here. And, we're in one area of this roundabout here, but there are people on every single corner holding signs, sharing their opinions and standing together. And I think that is one thing that people seem to be most excited about. We were speaking to someone earlier, and they said that there is power in numbers, and when we're all standing together, you can see just how many people oppose some of the things that are happening in Washington right now.
Channel 5. Channel 5. All right. Yeah, you're going to do 4 or 5 of these?
Well, we've got teams.
Good. Thanks for being here and covering this.
Of course, no problem.
Thank you
We're
very
glad
much.
to be here. We're covering across Northeast Ohio right now.
Oh, good, good. I'm the mayor here, so I'm really glad that you're here covering this. Thank you.
I'm really bad at guessing that. She's better at
Have
guessing
you estimated the crowd? Oh, no, it's more than a couple hundred.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely more than a couple hundred. I mean, I'm not trying to inflate the number, don't get me wrong.
I could believe it's a couple hundred in this section, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. Well, I'm glad you guys are doing it.
I need my tripod.
Can you go grab the tripod? If you are just joining us now, we are in Pepper Pike. We are right across the offices at Landerwood here in Pepper Pike. You can see all the signage, all the people out here for No Kings. This event is happening here until 2 o'clock. So far, it's been relatively quiet here despite the crowds. Really, the only big sounds we're hearing are people driving by in support in their cars. You'll hear a lot of horn honking if you're just joining this live stream now.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for sticking with News 5. You are joining a live event in progress right now. I'm Mike Holden, joining you live in downtown Cleveland. We are technically in the heart of Public Square, where there are, I'd say at this point, roughly 350 to 400 demonstrators standing together in solidarity. Their message is apparently clear, just talking with folks off camera as well as on camera just a couple minutes ago. They said they are standing up against President Donald Trump, and this all coincides with the parade at 6:30 tonight. This is one of several events taking place, and I'm going to step out of frame, and photojournalist Ian is going to just pan around and kind of show you the situation, the sights and sounds, if you will. Now, you have to consider there are a number of signs here. We are going to do our best to actively try to maybe not show some of the more vulgar stuff. Obviously, we're limited on what's going on because this is a public live event, but we will do our best. So I want to send out that brief viewer discretion advisory right now. But as we said, these demonstrators, they're standing up and speaking out a little after 12:05 in the afternoon on Saturday. The event has not technically started just yet. We do anticipate several speakers to be taking to this podium setup that is beyond the point of where you can see right now. And it's really a wide span and a wide age of people coming here. I just spoke to one woman who is 75 and another girl who was about 23 years old. We have some Cleveland folks, people who have lived here for 50 years, a guy that I just spoke with, and I said, what prompted you to come out here? And he said it boils down to policies, the situation that's happening with ICE. He said the deportations, and he said if there's anything we can do, it's to use our First Amendment rights. And as we pan it around and show, I'm just looking at a couple of these signs with a live look. One of them says, if you aren't angry, you're not paying attention. Another reads, no kings, we the people. And I think there was a big question for a lot of folks maybe watching or wondering who organized this, what's the setup. So as I was researching this morning, before I anchored Good Morning Cleveland, this one that's happening in Public Square, we were initially told that this is different from the No Kings demonstration. This one is part of the 5051's National Day of Action, so 50501 National Day of Action. And according to their website, this grassroots movement stands for 50 protests, 50 states, one movement, all happening in one day. And according to their literature, they say they're here to uphold the Constitution. Organizers say they're fighting against the Trump administration policies. They say it's about democracy for the people, and their other claim, according to their literature, is not billionaires. So again, if you're sitting there at home, you're saying all these folks are gathering here, the timing makes sense, right? It just kind of clicks and registers. We have a grand total of more than a dozen. I think the final count was 16 different cities across Northeast Ohio hosting similar events. Right before I went live for this live broadcast online, I spoke with a woman. I said, is it the 50501 event or is it the No Kings event? And she said an organizer from No Kings sent her this event. She was told through that organizer that this is an event that starts here at Public Square from 12 to 2 and then carries over from 2 beyond that point at the free stamp. Right now, demonstrators are chanting, no justice, no peace. I'm going to pause my talking and let you listen into some of the natural sound, the sound of this demonstration. So stick with us. I'll update you throughout the course of this.
We
You're joining us live right now in downtown Cleveland in the heart of Public Square, where this is the official start of this afternoon demonstration. As you're joining us live, there's roughly 300 people here in place. Sure. I'm going to take a picture really quick. And I'm just talking with some of the officials and organizers.
No peace! No peace! No peace! We're here to say, we're here together, the black people, human beings who got children, who got families that we love. We will not allow our children to be killed because these French people ain't got no goddamn sense. No peace! No peace! No peace! Who got the power? We got the power. Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. People power.
Thanks for sticking with us right here live on News 5. If you were just joining us, this is Mike Holden reporting from downtown Cleveland in the middle of Public Square, where hundreds of demonstrators are standing together in solidarity. You can see the signage, a number of signs, all ages. This is not fake news. We are human beings. Adjure, detest, no kings in USA. The demonstration is set to continue for the next several hours, so we're going to be dipping in and out of this live coverage as the speakers continue right here. So bear with us.
People power! We are not outnumbered, we're just out-organized. We are not outnumbered, we're out-organized. No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Our first speaker is a local organizer that I know. No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! So we're going to have a brief announcement.
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop.
Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. us safe. We keep us safe. We keep us safe. Stand up, fight back! Immigrant rights are under attack. What do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! I'm a Democrat socialist, I'm a union organizer, a house attorney, and a truck driver. If you live in Edgewater, Bell, or Red Boulevard neighborhood, I will be on your primary ballot in September of this year. We're gathering here today because the Trump administration and the billionaires who support him want to demonize and blame immigrants, while the billionaires
you are just joining the live stream, we are here in Pepper Pike around Landers Circle, where we've heard cheers, we've heard songs, we've heard chants, and we've heard a lot of horn honking, people supporting those out here celebrating No King's Day here. Now, not just a celebration, but also a protest today of what's happening in Washington, D.C. tonight. President Trump will have his military parade. We will be live streaming that as well on Channel 5. So if that is something you want to watch, we'll have that as well. Right here in Pepper Pike, you can hear people cheering. You can see all the different signs. People really excited to be out here. We've spoken to a lot of people this morning saying that they are impressed with the crowds that they would have come out here despite any sort of weather that would have been out today. Someone even joked that they would have been here if there was a tornado, so the rain wasn't going to stop them. If you are just joining in on the live stream right now, we are here in Pepper Pike, right at Landers Circle here. You can see cars are driving by, and you'll hear them honking their horns. If they're not doing it right now, they will be doing it in a moment. I would estimate there is around close to 1,000 people here today, different signs, different reasons for being a part of today's event. We talked to a lot of people sharing why they're here today. A lot of that has to do with what's going on in Washington. A lot of that has to do with what we are seeing happen with immigration right now. You can see all different kinds of signs. Kings and dictators are un-American. We can see someone here holding a sign about the Special Needs Education Department. And a lot of signs saying what this event today is called No Kings. Those are cheers. People excited to be here in Pepper Pike. What brought you out here today?
Are you kidding me? I am here to exercise my right to free speech and to speak against this administration, which is evil to the core.
What have you thought about today's turnout here?
I think it's pretty good in light of the monsoon. I mean, but look at the average age. Where's our young people? They're inheriting this earth. They're inheriting the climate. They're inheriting the goofball RFK with his DNA craziness and his viruses, and I mean, he's nuts. He's not. The young people should get involved. This is their world, and the old folks that remember history are the ones fighting.
Now, a lot of rain today. Why didn't it stop you from coming out? Was this just...
Because I feel passionate about it. Silence is complicity. There's no amount of rain that would keep me from being here. No way. No way.
Can you tell me a little bit about what today's about? If someone's just joining on this live stream, what's going on here today? Why no kings?
Because he's running this country. The administration is all being run as if it's an oligarchy, an autocratic institution. And I mean, our founding fathers and the documents don't say that. Each man is created equally and has rights. And people fought and died in the 60s for these rights. And we're going backwards. And we need, if we're truly Christian, our faith should not be hijacked and hiding behind this white Christian nationalism. I'm a Roman Catholic, and all day long, this administration is not conducting itself in an empathetic, compassionate way when you see what they're doing to migrant workers, separating families. At the core, I'm really sad. I'm really sad that our country's come to this, really.
Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm really hot about it.
Yes, yes, absolutely. You can see people really passionate about what's going on here today, standing together. We kept hearing people talk earlier about the reason that they came out here is to stand in a big group, to be a part of something bigger, and to hopefully get attention of those in office around the United States and right here in Ohio. I do want to mention that while we are live streaming this event here today, we'll be live streaming other events around Northeast Ohio. Tonight, we will also be live streaming the military parade happening in Washington, D.C. Today is President Trump's birthday. That military parade happening around that. You can hear a lot of the chanting, a lot of the beeps, a lot of the passion out here today. People really standing together, really excited to be here in Pepper Pike. As I mentioned before, we are in Landers Circle. A lot of cars driving by. We've seen not only cars honking their horns, but also cars showing their support. Right now over here we see some flags hanging out of one of the cars. We've also seen people carrying signs or putting signs right outside of their cars as well. That chant you're hearing are people chanting, "This is what democracy looks like."
Cleveland.com and our app. You just saw Elizabeth Van Metre, my colleague in Pepper Pike. I'm Mike Holden joining you live. It's a little after 12:30 right now on Saturday afternoon. We are live this morning in the heart of downtown Cleveland. This is Public Square, where we are counting at least 300 people standing together in solidarity. They say they came for one clear reason. They are demonstrating against President Donald Trump and the recent policies that have really struck a nerve with several folks here. As we pan around, photojournalist Ian is showing the various signs here, as well as this large crowd of people. We said roughly 300 some people. The signs read, "Stand up for democracy," "Children belong in classrooms, not in handcuffs," "Tax the rich," and what you're periodically hearing over my voice is "No justice, no peace." There are various speakers taking to a podium. They have a loudspeaker system set up. And they are saying that we are going to be here in a peaceful fashion. That has been the overarching message coming from folks. But they say they're also here to practice their First Amendment rights. Now, this particular location where we are live, again, Public Square, Mike Holden joining you live, this is technically part of the 50501's National Day of Action. It stands for 50 protests, 50 states, really one movement, so 50501. Now, this is a grassroots organization, and they claim they're here to uphold the Constitution. Organizers say they're fighting against the Trump administration's policies. And I'll pause for a moment where you can hear the natural chants and the sounds of this crowd, where they are saying, "No justice, no peace," and then you hear the loud roar of the crowd. Now, Elizabeth mentioned roughly 4 minutes ago that these various events, including the No Kings events, because this technically coincides with that as well, a lot of the demonstrators here say they're part of that one as well, that's happening over at the Free Stamp in Cleveland around 2 o'clock. Locally, 16 cities are participating in this. And they are in direct response to President Donald Trump's military parade set for later today in Washington, D.C. Now, that parade is to honor the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. That also comes with President Trump's 79th birthday. And that price tag of that event is believed to be around $45 million. Now, as we're here live, there's a pause right now because another speaker is about to come up. But I want to point out the age range of people here. I just saw a 7-year-old kid with his parents. I interviewed a 75-year-old woman moments before that. And they say they are here to speak up and stand up against what they're claiming is an unnecessary overuse of force. So there is a pause right now. And there was a big question over, would the rain really deter these crowds? Well, what do we actually be seeing? It appears at this point there's been no deterrent at all whatsoever. The rain has stopped here in downtown Cleveland. And now they're chanting, hey ho. I'll listen in. Chanting Donald Trump has got to go. And as we show you guys a wider view of this crowd, so many folks that they're now pouring into the middle portion of this kind of splash pond fountain setup in the middle of Public Square as well. And I'm going to see, bear with me as we're live right here on the News 5 Cleveland app, the live stream, Facebook Live. Hang tight for one moment. I'm going to see if any folks want to talk with us. We're just going around trying to be respectful, asking folks if they want to talk with us. This way. I can help you if you need to walk down. You're good? Okay. Journalist Ian's right here. What's your name, sir? Nancy, okay. Can you hear me okay? Engineering audio in the booth back there. Everybody got me? Okay, thank you. Great, thank you guys. So we're live right now, Nancy, and try to keep things PG as best as you can. I know it's a live event, so thanks for stopping by and talking with us. What made you come out here today? Why did you say I need to drop everything and be in the heart of downtown Cleveland for this particular demonstration?
I went to the whitehouse.gov website and I read an article on there where there is an outline of how Donald Trump is going to handle peaceful civil demonstrations, and also how he's going to handle our own politicians. He is unleashing federal agents on our own civilians. That's tyranny. I can't stand for tyranny. We are set up now that our own senators are being arrested. Elected officials will be able to be arrested under Donald Trump's plan. I'm here today to say that's wrong, and we're not going to stand for it.
This is one of more than, I'd say, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're losing count of all the demonstrations happening across Northeast Ohio. There's another one that's at 2 o'clock at Public Square. That's technically the No Kings event, but this is also part of that as well.
I'm here for all of it.
You're here for, that's what I was going to ask.
I'm here for all of it. I'm not going anywhere. I will show up, I will stand up, and I will say, you're wrong, Donald Trump. You're wrong. You're doing something wrong to the United States, to the people, to the civilians of the United States. You're wrong.
So I want to ask you, too, while we still have you, for folks who maybe question the purpose, the reasoning of today's event, this demonstration, coinciding with the military parade at 6:30 tonight, Washington, D.C., President Donald Trump's birthday, the 250th anniversary. What do you say to those folks who question why you guys are out here with signs, and does this really do anything? What do you say to those folks?
I say it does a lot. Keep speaking up. Keep resisting. Keep saying your heart. Keep speaking your peace. Keep speaking about peace. Take the attention and focus away from tyranny and bring it to the people. Keep talking. That's what I say. Keep talking.
What do you make of the crowd out here? We're seeing, I'd say with head count right now, it's early, it's 12:30, 250, 300 people. Organizers yesterday said that they had I believe it was 2,000 RSVP'd, at least for that event that started at 2. What do you make of this now, even with the rain that we had earlier? Things have kind of stopped right now.
They're coming. We're coming. I make of it as we're going to organize, we're going to be peaceful, and we are going to say our piece. We're going to say no. Resist.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you. Be safe. I appreciate it. Thanks. Right now, you guys are watching at home on news5cleveland.com, on Facebook Live, all of our streaming applications. How are you? We are live right here in downtown Cleveland, Public Square, where you can see, how are you, sir? Hundreds of demonstrators standing together with a variety of signs. And I do want to stress this is a live event. We are working in our best efforts to try to maybe not necessarily show some of the more vulgar signs. We're keeping a lookout for that. And the language as well can be a little sensitive right now. But the reason why these folks are here, if you were just joining us, it's part of this grassroots organization where they're saying they are here to uphold the Constitution. And they claim they're fighting against the Trump administration's policies. Specifically, one of the biggest sticking points that I've witnessed after a number of interactions already here within the last 45 minutes. They're very upset about what has happened with immigration, with ICE. And they say with this 50501 event, as well as the No Kings event, and their slogan being, no kings, not now, not ever. They say that they have to stand up and speak out together. Now, as I'm live, you're probably hearing some of that background noise as well. And that is because there are a series of speakers out here as well, joined in the heart of Public Square. And they're saying, knowledge is power, we won't back down, families are being ripped apart, and we have to work together as one. And if we don't speak out, then there's going to be no sort of resolution with this practice. Now, as Elizabeth showed you in Pepper Pike, we had a crowd out there, many folks driving past, honking their horns, calling for change, demanding something more be done. We don't have the high volume of at least car traffic right here. It's just a ton of people on foot, but you have to consider the location here in Public Square with a number of street closures over here. And in addition to that, the fact that parking is so limited, as well as a very large police presence. Ian, can you show? I know this is kind of challenging too. You have police over here kind of just patrolling. It's okay. This is kind of a little more challenging to show and a little more gritty. But police are over here as well patrolling. You have police at every angle. But the protesters who we've spoken with have said that it's simply about peace. They don't plan to cause any sort of disruption. They say they're going to stay on the sidewalks. They're going to march at some point right now. And they say they simply aren't going to stand with this. You heard from Nancy moments ago, and it's a question. I mean, I'm seeing these comments on Facebook Live while I'm simultaneously reading here, and people are saying, what is protesting going to do? What is this going to show? What is this going to change? And Nancy said, if you don't speak up, the story kind of dies. So they're working here to address the issues and bring some sort of change through a collective agreement here. So I'm going to pause for a moment, and you're going to hear the crowd chanting. So listen in. This is live right here, downtown Cleveland, Public Square, 1240 in the afternoon. The crowd's cheering.
Yeah, we have to understand something that's happening right now. This fascism situation. It's a word that is spread around a lot, but it has a meaning. There's a way that fascism works. It's a way that you trick the masses.
I just want to check in with our directors in the booth. You're in the live stream, news5cleveland.com, our social media platforms. I'm Mike Holden, joining you live right here in downtown Cleveland at Public Square. With the conversation, the chanting continues right now on what they're calling a national day of action against the Trump administration. I'm going to step in frame really quick, Ian, thank you. Dager back there as well, manning the camera. For perspective purposes, we're at an elevated level, giving you a wide sweeping shot of the roughly 250, 300 some people that are right here. And after talking with some of these folks, I interviewed a woman 10 minutes ago, and she said her big sticking point is the fact that she says families are being innocently ripped apart for no reason, unnecessary deportations. She's a second generation coming right here to America, her family members in Mexico, and she says it's been a heartbreaking situation to see folks who came here and now they're being broken up and separated. As you see right here, some of these signs: respect and defend our Constitution, or we will resist. You need to vote. Some people saying melt ice. I will fight oppression, fear, division, and hate. On the other side of things, this is all happening, again, with direct overlap at several other events across the area. And this all coming in direct response to President Donald Trump's military parade, which is set for later today in Washington, D.C. That parade is set to honor the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. And with that particular event, we ran a story this morning on Good Morning Cleveland Weekends, and ABC News covered this. Some of those military members and folks are saying it's a true celebration of sorts. And now you're hearing, no justice, no peace. The chanting continuing right now. And stand by with me as we are live right here in downtown Cleveland. Mike Holden, News 5. And I'm just reading a various more of a fluid situation for folks who are watching at home. We're kind of dipping in and out on this live stream because what you're seeing while we're live out here in downtown Cleveland in Public Square, where hundreds of folks have gathered here standing in solidarity, saying that they are protesting the recent deportations, the ICE policy, the military parade that's happening later. Now they're chanting no justice, no peace. I'm going to pause here for a moment because we have to shoot a couple of things as we're actively live on web and on TV, because we're putting together another comprehensive piece that's going to air on News 5 Cleveland at 6. So I'm going to pop in front of the camera and stick with us. And guys, just bear with me. And Emily in the booth, the director, that's who you guys on Facebook Live and everything else are. I'm communicating with some of the folks behind the scene who you can't hear, but who are helping run operations. Emily, let me know if we're good to pop in and start recording things, or if I should.
All right, we were just hearing from Mike Holden. He is right now in Public Square showing you the crowds that have made their way there today. A lot of crowds here as well. I'd say over 1,000 people here in Pepper Pike Landers Circle here behind me. A lot of noise here. That noise coming from cars driving by. You can hear them honking their horns in support, and a lot of different signs here. This one here, no kings since 1776. If there's money for a parade, then there's money for Medicaid. A lot of different issues that people are taking up with the current administration. We've seen a lot of people mention climate change, a lot of conversations about immigration happening today. A lot of people here for different reasons. The reason everyone here is No Kings. It's a grassroots organization that has put together these events happening all over Northeast Ohio and all over the country today. Now, we wanted to show you this way. We've got some kids here, some older adults, everyone holding different signs, excited to be a part of today's event right here. What are you doing out here today?
We're protesting.
And you guys came out in the rain. Did you make your signs at home? Tell me a little bit about what went into making these signs.
Because Trump isn't being that fair, so we have to say that he's not being fair.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And why'd you bring them out here? You know, obviously you could have left the kids at home. Why was it important for you to have them out here with you today?
Yeah, I just want to teach them that it's important to stand up for what is right and what you believe in. And so even though it's raining, I wanted them to come out here, and they wanted to come. You know, I didn't drag them along. They really wanted to come. They wanted to make their signs, and we wanted to do what's right.
Coming out here today, what was the reasoning for you guys to be here?
I just think things are so out of control right now, and we want to show that this isn't normal. our democracy is being dismantled a little more every day, and just, we can't let this happen. We have to stand up and show that we're still here, we have a voice, and we have to do what's right.
Coming out here today, were you surprised by the crowds despite the weather?
Yes, I was. We didn't know how many people would be here in Pepper Pike, and especially with the rain, we thought even if we're the only ones, we'll still show up. So we were so excited, and there's so many people supporting us and showing positive support and clapping and cheering. So it's been really good. It can feel scary in this time to come out to a protest and with the kids, so that's why we didn't want to go downtown. But I feel like it's brave to go and stand up for what's right. So we thought we'll play it by ear and see and make sure it's safe. And we feel really safe here. So
thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. Speaking of safety, we've heard time and time again that safety is a major priority for all of these No Kings protests that are supposed to remain peaceful all over the United States today. There is a police presence here. Around 3 Pepper Pike police cars have been around here, kind of watching, making sure people are parking in the right places. This place has remained peaceful all morning. Really, we've heard a lot of singing, we've heard a lot of chanting, and we've heard a lot of horns beeping. People excited to be here. And as we mentioned, everyone here for a different reason. It's pretty amazing to see the different signs that have brought people out here today, issues that really have gotten people excited and wanting to be a part of today's event. I see you guys are holding an American flag, a lot of people holding signs. Why hold an American flag here today?
Well, it's Flag Day, and we are some of the most patriotic Americans out there, right? Why not? This is what the point of today is, nothing else.
Why are you out here today? Why is today important? Why was it important you come out despite all the weather?
We're in history. History is happening right now. And this is the kind of thing where if we don't stand up and use our voices, they'll be taken away. So use it or lose it. Yeah, that's it. This isn't about one person. This isn't about an ideology. This is about us. This is about the country that we fought for and that we need to fight for again. Freedom requires vigilance, and that's why we're here.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. I appreciate it. You can see, I just wanted to walk you guys because I wanted to show you just how many people are out here. It's quite a crowd that we're seeing. And honestly, it has grown since we first jumped on and talked to you this morning. It has grown quite a bit. And it feels like we're getting more and more honks. That's happened over the past couple of hours. All different kinds of signs. Now, during the normal week, I cover a lot of consumer, a lot of saving you money. This person's sign here makes me laugh. I just wanted to show it to you. Eggs are expensive because there are chickens in Congress. We talk about egg prices all the time, so I just want to make sure I show that one to you. What are you doing out here today? Why was it important for you to be here?
I think it's really important for us to come together as a community and show our support for each other and really crack down against the administration right now.
Now, there are not as many young people here. Are you surprised to see less young people here, or would you like to see more?
I'd love to see more young people get out. I think it's important to vote, of course, as many young people do, but then you have to come out and do the extra steps, like protesting, volunteering, donating. All these extra steps, I think, really make a difference, and I'd love to see more young people.
A lot of people here for different issues. I'm seeing climate change. I'm seeing immigration. Was there a key issue that brought you out today?
Nothing specific. I think, honestly, for me, it was like everything together. It just is overwhelming. So it's important to see. I think it's important to come out to speak out against ICE, to speak out against the deportations, also against the crackdown of free speech. All of those things together, I think, really we have to come out as a community and really stand against.
It's been incredibly peaceful out here, but it's also been incredibly loud. What do you think of all this?
I love the beeping. It makes me happy. I'm sitting here smiling and waving. I love how loud it is. I love the beeping and everything. I'm really glad it's peaceful and happy over here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
You as well.
Yeah, we're going to continue to just show you different areas, what's going on here today. Now, these events are going on now. Later tonight, we will be streaming the military parade celebrating the 250 years of the military happening in Washington while we are live streaming this No Kings event from across Ohio. We'll be showing up to several different events. As I mentioned, these are taking place all over Ohio and all over the nation. People out here showing their sort of protest against the current administration. Now we hear this thing, "No kings." That is something against President Trump. People say that some of his ideologies make him act like a king. This is their protest against that. We've heard quite a few interviews today talk to us about that. Just take a look at how many people are standing. Now, I do want to mention, I know Mike Holden mentioned this earlier where they were standing, but this is a live stream, and we are trying to be mindful of the signs because we know we may have different age viewers and different people viewers. We're trying to do our best to make sure that we are showing you the more appropriate signs out here, but everyone is definitely sharing their opinions and their voice. Hey, and their loud honking. You can see there are not only people holding signs on the sides here, but people are driving around Landers Circle also with signs in their cars. We've seen a lot of people driving by with American flags waving. American flags seem to be a really big part of today's protest. A lot of people holding them along with their signs that they have. I wanted to ask you, I see you have a sign, but I see you also are holding your American flag here. Why bring the American flag as well?
Because I'm an American and I'm for America and basic rights of all human beings.
How do you feel about the crowd out here today and the energy?
It's great. I'm here supporting just America and what it stands for.
And I see your sign, it says "Be Loved." When you were coming up with what you wanted to bring here today, we see all different kinds of signs. Why this?
Because at the heart of everything, we are love, and we should walk through life with that in mind, coming from a place of love, treating each other with kindness and compassion.
Now, the rain seems to have subsided a bit. Now we're starting to feel a little bit of sprinkles. Is it going to slow you guys down today?
No, it's not. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. All right, we can still hear some of those. I'm going to let you guys just listen for a second and watch as people are cheering and cars driving by. Over 1,000 people making their way here to Pepper Pike, all a part of that No Kings grassroots protest that is taking place across the United States right now and several different places in Northeast Ohio. I want to mention on news5cleveland.com right now, we have a full list of where those protests are taking place. If that's something that you wanted to be a part of today, if you wanted to get out as well and be a part of this movement that is happening here. We are standing around Landers Circle at the moment. What made you come out here today?
I'm sorry?
What made you come out here today?
Just can't stand to see what's going on in America these days. We're in distress, hence the upside down flag, and we have to do something. I can't tell my son 20 years from now what'd you do, and I can't say nothing.
Are there particular issues that really have driven your feelings like this?
It's the whole administration, the incompetence in the cabinet, the ICE officers going in, picking people up off the street, being unidentified, unmarked cars.
All of those things. What do you think about today's crowd out here today? It seems pretty busy. It's raining, but it seems like more people are showing up.
Yeah, I think they get bigger every time. This is my first time here, so I think it's great. We need all the supportive cars driving by, people honking, giving thumbs up.
What does it feel like to be able to, you can have your opinions at home, but be able to stand with people who maybe have either similar values or similar thought processes to you, standing out here kind of together?
You sit at home, you think you're alone, you come out, you see all these people come out, you know you're not, and that there's a growing movement that you can be a part of.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. We're going to continue to walk around here a bit, show you some of the more signs that show you more of the signs that we are seeing out here. As I mentioned, it is starting to rain a little bit more. We were the rain subsided for a bit. We're starting to feel some heavier raindrops coming, but people are still showing up. I wanted to mention, for us just to even get to Landers Circle today, we were waiting in traffic, and our crew had to park quite a ways away just to be able to get here and haul our equipment this way because it was so busy. You can see Pepper Pike police coming around, just making sure that everything is running smoothly. Police have been here all day, but it has been a peaceful morning, as I've mentioned quite a few times. Beyond the singing a couple of chants and the honking of horns, we haven't heard much. We're going to go ahead and send it over to Mike Holden. Mike Holden is in Public Square right now, where there is another protest going on. We're going to send it your way. Elizabeth Van Mitri, News 5.
Hi everybody, Mike Holden here, News 5 Cleveland. Thank you for joining our live stream. I'm going to step in frame with photojournalist David Dager. We are live right here in downtown Cleveland Public Square, where we are about to watch these demonstrators take to the streets. You can already see there's been a substantial takeover in the last 25, 30 minutes. More and more people coming down here, and they're preparing to march to a new location. I want to ask Bird, hey Bird, just met you a moment ago. Do you know the plan of action throughout the course of this day? Where are folks heading to right now?
We're going to go to the free stamp. It's going to take a few hours. And because of weather and things, it's our start point. And there'll be speakers and off yonder to the free stamp. It's
Okay.
an Olenberg statue.
Bird, I was talking with you beforehand. Are you a Cleveland native? Where's your hometown?
Yes, sir. I was born in Cleveland, and I did time in the military.
Sure.
So I've been over quite a few. I was drafted, and I was 18. I was property of the government, and I served. The draft was still on, the lottery, and anyway, I did my time, and I believe our generals. And I'm a proud veteran, and I don't care for. I'm one of the people worried about our Constitution being run over, basically.
I wanted to ask you, too, one, thank you for your service. I appreciate it. I wanted to ask you, too, the timing of these various events. I wanted to get your perspective and thoughts as we'll follow this crowd here who's on the move, and very quickly. What do you make of the timing of this event? We have the 250th anniversary of the United States Army at 6:30 tonight, coinciding with President Donald Trump's 79th birthday. Yeah. What do you make of that as a military
point? It's an inflection point. It's a transition. It's like right now there's big change going on, and I'm okay with people making lots of money. I don't care for the person that's running our village. I mean, God bless him if he makes lots of money and does business. But I'm worried what's going on in the world with erosion of democracy. From my point of view, I'm not saying it's from someone else's, but.
Are you excited for this military parade today?
No, I'm a very serious, proud veteran. I did lots of stuff, and I was in lots of danger, and I'm loyal to our military, our veterans, and I believe they're going to help guide us.
Thank you so much, Bert. It was nice to meet you. Sir. Be safe. You said BYRD, correct? Yes. BYRD Cleveland. What's your last name, too?
Bird.
We'll call you Bird. Thank you. Be safe out there. I'm going to stand up. Of course. Nice to meet you. You're just joining us right here on our News5Cleveland.com live stream, Facebook Live, all of our streaming platforms. Thank you for being with us. Mike Holden here. You can hear the sirens blaring in the background. That is because demonstrators are on the move. We have noticed a significant changeover in the sense that everyone is essentially cleared out of Public Square. So we're going to eventually head out of here as well too, Dave, right? I can take your backpack and things too. This is a very fluid situation. This is kind of a bit more gritty than what you would see on TV because as we're live streaming, we're also gathering additional elements for our live broadcast that's at 6 o'clock tonight on News 5. So stick with us for that, and again at 11 o'clock. And folks are about to head out here. And bear with me right now as we are gathering our team and Ian as well. So stick with us, and we are going to move. I can take your tripod too if you want. It's no big deal.